Alright, so I'm going to be going over a couple of the problems on the Geometry Unit 2 Lesson 1 homework. I'm going to start with number 4 here. I'm going to do a couple of these. So this is going to be the video about how we solve or simplify the expression for number 4. The first thing that we want to pay attention to is what is the actual operation going on between my two polynomials. And the operation that I have here is subtraction. So before I can do any combining, I got to make sure I deal with the subtraction. And how I want to do the subtraction is by taking this -1 that's here and distributing it by both of the terms that are in our polynomial, in this case a binomial. Nothing happens with the first term, so 2x cubed y squared minus 3x y to the fourth, that doesn't change. And now if I do -1 times 7x to the fourth y to the second, I get -7x to the fourth y to the second. And if I take -1 times the -8x cubed y squared, the negative times the negative makes it a positive. Really what happens here is when I'm multiplying the -1, just the signs, the positive negative signs of the polynomial in the parentheses just change. So now I'm going to be looking for like terms between these two. So my first one is I have x cubed y squared. I need to find an exact replica of having x cubed y squared. So if I have 2x squared 2x cubed y squared, I also have one here in the 8. Those are exactly the same, so I'm going to combine them. I have the next one is -3x y to the fourth. I don't have any other term like that, so that's going to be its own term. And then the same thing with the last term here, -7x to the fourth y squared. It is its own term, so there's nothing that can be combined. So when I combine the 2 with the 8, I'm only adding, when I'm combining my terms, I'm only adding or subtracting my coefficients. So 2 plus 8, 10x cubed y squared. The next two terms are staying exactly the same because there were no other like terms that I can combine that with. And this is my simplified trinomial in this case.